Contractors. It is, I'm telling you what, I love the show. I was just talking, we haven't been here for a while, and we're so glad to be back. We're glad to have you here on Metal Coffee Shop, and I have to tell you, this is a real treat. So first of all, I'm Heidi Ellsworth, and we have the Executive Director for the Carolinas Roofing Contractors Association, which I'm going to have you say the whole thing for me because I always seem to do that wrong. But we have Carla here. I am so excited. Welcome to the soundstage.
Thank you so much for having me. I feel very honored to be here today.
Oh, we are honored to have you and to be here together. Okay, so do a better introduction than I did. If you could introduce yourself and tell us about your association.
Okay, I am Carla Sims. I'm the Executive Director of the Carolinas Roofing and Sheet Metal Contractors Association. And we are based in the Charlotte, North Carolina market, but we cover both Carolinas, North and South Carolina, contractors, and then we have vendors all over the United States.
Yes, you do. You have a loyal following.
We do.
This room is packed with exhibitors. And you told me you said 72 exhibitors
72, and we had a waiting list for the first time since COVID this year. So it was very exciting.
Roofing is hot, man. I tell you what, it's been, we've been, as you know, we get around the country and we go to a lot of places, but I love the feel of your show. I love the people. I love, like had your welcome reception last night, and it was just so great. It's like coming home.
It is. It's very family oriented, which I love the most about these guys and some of the ladies in the industry as well. But it's very much a family oriented organization, people to work with. It is, for me, it's like being around brothers and grandfathers and
I know. We saw Roddy Piper last night.
Yes.
I was like,
yes.
It's such an honor to meet you. I was like, oh my gosh, it was so great. So, tell us a little bit about you. First of all, you've been with this association for how many years?
25 years.
Which does not seem possible. I know. There's just no way. But the Carolinas, you guys have done so much for your contractors. You are advocacy, really education, bringing it together. Talk a little bit about your association and the contractors, and just kind of, your board and what you guys are working on.
So for us, we have been around since 1943. So we're one of the oldest organizations for contractors, and it really started from the ground up, from family guys in the Carolinas. So that is the history of this association. And we have a lot of education that we're working on this year through not just your motivational speakers, but also through content, Master Installers program to help bring up the certifications within not just commercial, but also residential. Residential isn't a highly sought license in the Carolinas, and there are two different regulations.
Okay.
So we're trying to just bring up that education content for the Carolina contractors.
Yeah, you guys have been hit. You've been hit with storms. You've been hit with a lot of severe weather. Has that kind of changed? Or is it just really kind of all the work you've done been good with everything that's been hitting the last couple of years?
Yes, it's definitely the work and what's been hitting. Obviously, the labor shortage is still a high discussion. Yeah. I think that's just worldwide that everybody feels.
Yeah, everywhere.
But with the education, it helps the workforce. So we're just trying to put the two together to be able to help each other in that aspect. But yeah, it's the education that's bringing the workforce, and then the workforce going back to the education. So it is a big circle.
It is big, and it's so important because we know we have less people doing the same amount of work or more, and so how do we help people be more productive, be safer?
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, safety is number one.
Safety is number one.
Yeah, number one. So on that line, tell us about some of the educational classes that you're going to have here today and tomorrow.
Yes, so today we actually have Bercy seminar, the level 1, that is going to be here for about 2 hours. You can definitely get a full education content from an 8-hour day, but Johns Manville's doing a great job with just providing us 2 hours to give us an introductory to our members and attendees that are here today.
Yeah.
And then we also have the NRCA technical services that's going to be here giving an update from the industry perspective from the services that they provide. And then we also have the Roofing Alliance about the Clemson program that goes on in South Carolina.
Who's going to be speaking on that? Dr. Duvall?
No.
No, I asked you. I told you I wouldn't ask a question I didn't know, but we will find out because that is great. Because I know Allison.
Allison
right
had
now,
a conflict,
yes,
so
she's at Skills USA.
yes, which we wanted to be at too.
Yes,
but
I know. There's so much going on. I was there yesterday, so I'm like, okay.
Yes.
Well, that is awesome. And
Yes.
then
Oh, Bill Good.
Bill Good. Oh.
Bill Good is going to be here.
Yeah, Bill, we know.
We know
yeah.
Bill.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
That's really exciting.
It
And
is.
It's right here.
And we have a lot of our Carolina guys that not just longtime members of the association, but they're part of that Roofing Alliance program. So we've been
Yes.
trying to get more speaking content on that education here for a number of years.
Yeah.
So it finally was able to work out for it to be here
Well,
today.
and you know, we do a lot with the Roofing Alliance too,
Yes.
just like we do with you all. Love the Clemson Roofing Center.
Yes.
Yes, that's it. Roofing Center. And then tomorrow, you said you're having IBEC, right?
Yes, we have 4 amazing programs going on tomorrow. So we do have IBEC, Keith Parker and Hannah Saffron with Polyglass that are going to be here.
Awesome.
And we also have Heidi speaking on the roofing technology think tank. So
Yep.
RT3, we're super excited to hear about that.
Super excited, yeah.
And then we also have Matt Thompson with Splash Omni Media doing AI and digital content within the roofing industry, really, because that is just taking off and we just can't keep up.
It's a hot topic.
It is.
I tell you what, in fact, we have a coffee conversations this morning. I got to sneak away just for a little bit on AI.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like,
It's everywhere.
it's everywhere.
And it's not, and to be honest, we're not trying to use it for sales and marketing. We're
Right.
trying to educate the contractors on how to best utilize
right.
the services that are out there in the
Yeah.
digital world.
Yeah, and working with their software companies. Because
Yes.
the software companies are the ones who are really incorporating the AI into their
Mm-hmm.
program. What makes sense? How do you utilize it? How,
Yes.
I
Yes.
know. It's
I'm still trying to understand
I know, me
it.
too.
And I don't even work in the field. I just work in an office.
I know, but it's amazing what you can put in there. I mean,
Yes.
people keep telling me things that they've
I
done,
know.
and I'm like, whoa, okay.
I'll try something every once in a while. I'm blown away. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, check that box.
And they're using it for search engines too.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Yes.
know. One of my kids was like, "Oh yeah, I don't even use Google anymore. I just use ChatGPT for all my search." I'm like, "What?"
What?
Okay.
It's wild. It's wild. Yes.
Well, I love the education. We're honored to be here, both
We're
to have the
excited.
live sound stage here and also to be speaking tomorrow with Rich Carroll. I want to
Yes.
make sure we talk. Rich
Yes,
Carroll's
Rich
going to
Carroll.
be, who is on the board of RT3, and so we're going to be speaking about resources and what all there is for them to help with all this stuff.
Absolutely.
AI,
It all
everything else.
connects. At the end of the day, it kind of all merges together.
Yeah, it really does. It
It
really
does.
does. Well, I think you do a fabulous job.
Well, thank you.
And I think you are great on our coffee sound stage. So we're going to have to do this again here. We each have to
I
have
absolutely
a little
would
bit.
love to.
Cheers.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Here's to coffee. We'll be back in just a little bit. Be sure to get involved with the Carolinas. It is the best association. We'll see you soon.